Breaking news coming out of Tuscaloosa. It looks like Alabama is set to officially hire offensive line coach Adrian Klemm. Look, definitely give us a like, share, and subscribe below if you haven't already, and let us know in the comments what you guys think about this hire. But let's go ahead and get this immediate reaction from Justin Riley, my co-host today, brother. Thank you for being on, and let's go ahead and get that instant reaction to us hiring Adrian Klemm.
First of all, I'm excited to have him on.
Yep.
I look at his resume. The guy has it. Everywhere he's been, he has produced and done so at a high level. He's not a one-hit wonder. Look at his resume. He, as a player, has 3 Super Bowls behind his name as an offensive lineman. As a coach, literally anywhere he's gone, he has dramatically changed the outlook of that team offensively. And not just as an offensive line coach, but also as a run game coordinator. He can do many things. He's also served as an associate head coach. The man knows what he's doing. He knows how to build winning programs. He knows how to put the right kind of product on the field. Every college stop, he has produced All-Americans on the offensive line. Every run back that he has had the opportunity to mentor, to teach, to develop, has set school records. For Alabama fans who are saying, well, he's not from the South. Well, he does have a connection to the South. Ask Najee Harris the impact he had on him when he first joined the Steelers as a rookie, ran for 1,200 yards. I love his mentality. I love the fact that he is so damn aggressive, something we have just been missing up front for quite some times. He was a bully as a player. That's transferring to his players on the offensive line. Anywhere he has been, the offensive line that he has coached has given up the fewest sacks. When he was at Oregon, he only allowed 1 sack for the 2022 season.
Whole season.
The entire season. When he is with the Steelers for 3 years, ranked in the top 5 or top 10 in fewest sacks allowed. This is something we've been begging for. To some Bama fans, it might not be the sexy hire because it's not the big name that we've been begging for. Well, this is what we've been begging for, but he's an up-and-comer. Get used to it. Don't turn your nose up at this hire. Do your due diligence. Learn about this man. He's a young guy. He's only 2 years older than me. He can work with these guys. He knows what their mindset is. He can communicate with them and get the best out of them. How can you not be excited?
No doubt. So, look, I'm going to break this down into 2 perspectives for me starting off here. I follow a lot of recruiting, right? So one thing that Adrian Klemm is going to bring to the Tide is going to be an elite recruiter, right? So, and what I love about this isn't just going out and get Adrian Klemm as a recruiter. You pair him with Derek Nix, who you just brought in, by the way, also coached up running backs, tight ends, right? So in wide receivers, when you look at the possibility of this recruiting staff, really this dominant, possibly recruiting staff already on top of what we already have, I mean, for somebody that follows recruiting, this is a godsend at the end of the day, right? So, and then you talk about the second piece, which not everybody's addressing, but I'll go ahead and address it. And it's kind of like the little bit of a downfall, right? It's going to be the health issues that he did actually have at the New England Patriots, right? So that's going to be something we're going to monitor as Alabama fans. I don't think it's going to have any I don't think it's going to have any long-term, like, oh my gosh. I don't think it's going to have any long-term issues. My God, how do I want to word this? I hate the way this video started, by the way. Hang on. I don't think we're going to incur any long-term issues from the health, but you never know how that can go, right? So, and we want to address everything in the room. But when you look at one thing, I'll say this. It's what have we been hearing? Production over potential. When you bring in Adrian Klemm, you're bringing in somebody that has proved himself on the circuit, not just in the college circuit either, by the way. He proved himself, just like you said, on the NFL side as well. Which means what? From a recruiting standpoint and from a development standpoint, he can talk to these players and tell them how to create that path from high school to college to the NFL, which we all know we need. It's great to go out there and get the Sam Pittman, the flashy hire, whatever that may look like. I'm tired of that. I'm ready to bring in guys that have proven themselves they can get from point A to point Z, right, without there being a whole lot of complications and a messy situation involved. right? So I think we're back on the right track, if you ask me, when it comes to this offensive line. Any last words on this, Justin?
Well, honestly, man, you don't coach under Bill Belichick or Mike Tomlin and not produce.
Exactly.
It just doesn't happen. This is something that we really need to embrace. He's someone we really need to embrace as Alabama fans. We've been begging for it. Let this man cook. Let this man develop this offensive line we have coming in. Young offensive line. We have some experience, but not experience playing together. This is the kind of coach we need to tap into them and draw the best out of them. 2026 is going to be an interesting year. I'm excited.
No doubt. So I think this is definitely, I have to give Kalen DeBoer credit on this, right? So I've criticized a lot of his hires recently, and I have to give Derek Nix was an A+ to me for bringing him in. I have to say Adrian Klemm, for the little bit I knew about him before his name popped up on the board all over BOL and everywhere else. I didn't know a whole lot about him. The more research I did, I'm like, damn, this dude seems legit. He has the actual production. He has the track record to be able to do something at Alabama. Along with that, the recruiting aspect, along with that, the player coach, you know what I mean, kind of traits that he brings to the table as well, in the pushback he could possibly give to Kalen DeBoer, to Ryan Grubb, saying, hey, I've been a run game coordinator, right? So I know what this looks like. So when we have issues, maybe he can step in and kind of push back and kind of be that guy that's willing to say something when most aren't really ready to say anything at all. So with that being said, any last words before we jump off here?
Now, I think we've said everything we need to.
There we go.
Bama fans, be excited. This is a new era. We're bringing in Bama fans. This is a new era. 2026 may not be what you expected when the transfer portal opened up and we had a max exodus, but also take into consideration this may all be for the better. Sometimes a master reset may be exactly what your program needs to get back to where it needs to be.
There we go. With all that being said, make sure to leave in the comments below what you guys think about the Adrian Klemm hire. I'm highly pumped about it. Justin's highly pumped about it. Obviously, we never know what's going to happen until the Ducks are in a row, right? And we start playing football on Saturday. But definitely pumped up about this. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a staff movement moving forward in the next couple of weeks. Just my personal opinion, but that's for a later video. Other than that, like I said, leave the comments. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the Bama Standard Network. We got a Tuesday night live stream, 6 p.m. Central Time. We got a Sunday night live stream, 8 p.m. Central Time. Make sure to check those out. Other than that, everybody have a good day. And as always, Justin, roll damn tide.
Roll Tide.